I know you want these results, so I'm gonna do it step by step and show y'all exactly how. Starting off with freshly washed hair, we are dealing with some bundles from iseehair, the Burmese curly. This is my favorite curl pattern, like from any brand. I love a Burmese curly. So a lot of people, when they're doing their cassie braids, I feel like they're doing it straight down to the back. And I don't want like one half of my head to be braids. I need to do like a swoop side part, like a deep side part. I feel like that is how you do it. You don't want the line to go straight down the head. If you know, you know. Like you can see how some people are like, "Ooh, it's just straight head and then straight hair." No. I need a deep side part. Using my Shine Jam, I'm gonna go ahead. I separated the part where I'm going to start braiding. I'm gonna do a few braids and then I'm just gonna leave them hanging out. And then once I finish braiding all the braids on the side, we're just gonna braid them all together to the back. But you can do different designs here. I decided to just do, some simple going straight to the back, some going, in a curve, a little curved braid here and there. I think I did like 2 curved braids, but you can do this design however you see fit, however you want to do it. Me personally, I did not add any hair to the braids on the side. The only hair we are adding is the bundles. Another thing is we are not doing this with any leave out. I don't want no leave out. I don't want to have to curl my hair. No, I don't want to have to think about that. So we're not doing any leave out with this hairstyle. I created a section where I'm going to do all my braids. And I know a lot of people did their part like going straight down the middle to the back. Like I said, I did it only on the side from a small little half side part, then going back down to the back of my ear. That is as far as I put my part. I don't feel like it needs to go all the way to the back on my neck and stuff. And some people, it looks cute. I just didn't want to do all that. I wanted a small section because I'm not crazy about my head shape. So some people head shape, look a little funny. So I was like, I'm just gonna do a small little section. This is my second curve braid that I'm doing. Um, yeah, this is just the second curve braid I'm doing, and the rest of the braids are just kind of going straight to the back, however. And I didn't purposely do stitch braids, I just kind of was braiding. This is just how I braid, and I just left them hanging, so I did a few braids on the side. How many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I'm braiding all those braids together behind it in a braid. So this braid that I'm working with now, braiding is all together, that is going to be inside the quick weave. I am not leaving out any leave out because I don't want to. I don't feel like I need to. You can see I've created that braid, and all I'm gonna do is just create a whole bunch of big braids for the rest of it. Now my hair is pretty short, so I can't really do like just 2 braids going back or anything like that. I have to do, about six, 7 braids, just so everything can be braided down. But I just braided 1 braid, then I started the second braid and pulled the first braid into the second, and so on and so forth, and created this in the back. It looks crazy, but it's gonna be under a quick weave, so we're not gonna think about it. Get you a black cap. For whatever reason, my cap was tight as hell on my head, giving me a dang headache. I don't know why it was so tight. I don't know, but what you want to do is make sure that you get a concealer, some type of pencil, pen, something, so that you can see where it is that you don't want the quick weave to be. So I'm separating that line from what's going to go underneath the cap, where the bundles are going to, a lot of tracks are going to lay, to where the braids are going to stick out. I need to see an indentation. So this is our molding. We're going to use Diamond Shield. This is basically going to mold down our cap. It's going to make the cap hard. We are going to spread that everywhere that we are going to lay tracks. So it got to be all over, y'all, all over. So I was running out kind of, but I had just enough. So I created the mold. As you can see, it's nice and dry. Make sure you blow dry it. Blow dry it. Please blow dry it. Tap it. Make sure it's nice and hard. Then I started measuring how far did I want my bundles to go. I'm like, okay, you measure it out first. Then once you measure it out, you take it down and you cut that piece that you're about to use. After you do that, you want to get your Salon Pro glue. Make sure that you put glue all over that track. You want to lay it exactly where you had laid it when you measured it. Make sure it's laying nice and flat. Now you can use a 3-way mirror or another mirror to see the back of your head. I've just done this so much, I don't really feel like I need a 3-way mirror, but you need that blow dryer. This is going to make sure that it is nice and stuck and tacky and pressed on nice and flat. You gotta have that blow dryer for every track. Now I'm just going around and around in a circle from the side of my ear all the way to the other side to where the braids stop at. That is where I'm doing my tracks. I'm doing that up until the braids kind of stop. And now I'm gonna kind of make a circle going toward, you guys will see. I don't even know how to describe what the heck I'm doing, but I'm basically gonna create another circle now that I'm finished with going around and around the braids. I'm gonna create another circle going around and around there. I'm gonna create until I have a small little circle. So I'm gonna make sure that I glue this on there, go all the way around, and I'm gonna create a small circle up until there's like no more space left. I'm down to the last space. Look, this is that circle that I was telling y'all about, that half circle that I was getting down to it. So I placed one of my tracks backwards. I didn't lay it how I was laying it before. I laid it so that it would be kind of flipped. And you guys will see exactly how it looks in a close-up in just a minute. Now that I've laid all my tracks and dried them on nice and firmly with the blow dryer, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that cap piece out so that my braids can stick out nice and cute on the side. Careful, you don't want to cut your real hair, so make sure that you have a good visual of where this cap is. You don't even want to cut your bundle hair, so just be careful. You don't want to mess up. This is how the side is looking. There are some imperfections, and you know what? That's okay. That's what we have crochet for. We can take some pieces from the bundle from the back, crochet it into our braids, and pull it forward so we can disguise all them tracks that are there, even if you feel like it's not perfect. I just crocheted that all throughout the side. Then that piece that I told you I flipped right there, I'm gonna crochet that basically kind of underneath where the quick weave is. So there's a braid underneath this quick weave. So I'm going underneath that hair that I have that's underneath the quick weave, and I'm gonna crochet the bundle hair in it, and then I'm gonna flip it back over so that everything looks seamless. I'm telling y'all, like, crocheting hair in is like your best friend. I'm just going up under that cap a little bit from where my real hair is at, taking the bundle, sliding small pieces of that into my hair, and then I'm gonna flip it back. You guys will see how this looks like more seamless. Like, if you have imperfections in this style, I would definitely recommend just start crocheting stuff. Just start crocheting stuff from the back into the front. Don't add more tracks, just start crocheting. This is how we're gonna give the illusion, and we don't need any leave out. Now, after I ended up crocheting all these pieces on, I wanted it to lay nice and flat. As you can see, it's a little bumpy. I just took my flat iron and pressed it out so it would go to the side that it needs to go on. And that was it. I did my edges. Now we're going to work with the bundle hair, spray some water, and we're going to get any shedded hair that's in this from cutting and pulling and all that. We're just going to make sure we detangle it, use some water, and make sure we get any shedded hair out. Make sure that we define the curls so they nice and popping. And that's really it. I also added a little bit of mousse just to set the style off. Now this is 22 inches. I have two bundles of 22 inches. It looks longer than that though, but that's what they sent me. They ended up sending me 3 bundles, but I only used 2. And now I'm just layering the front. This is the only part that I layered. I didn't layer nothing else. I only layered it in front of my face. Everything else is just, I left it. I didn't feel like layering it. I didn't really feel like it needed it. And yeah, that was all I did. Then I just wet it some more and I added some mousse. I definitely recommend getting a mousse that's not so sticky. I don't know why. I had one mousse that I used and it was really sticky. Get like the Aussie mousse. You can also use any mousse that says olive oil. That'd be good too. As long as the mousse you've used it and it's not sticky, definitely just use a light mousse on this hair. Change my shirt. Now it's time to do the finishing touches, my edges, adding a little bit more water and mixing it in with the mousse. I don't know why my face is so screwed up. I think it's because I used the wrong mousse here and I was getting irritated. Then on the other side, I was like, let me use the correct mousse because I don't know what I was doing before. But yeah, after that, it came out seamless. Y'all, this hairstyle is actually so pretty. I've been wanting to try it, and sometimes when stuff is trending, I'm like, I'm gonna wait. But this the hairstyle is actually really pretty, and the hair I'm using is actually perfect with it. Like, you can actually also probably press this hair out and do like big curls, wand curls if you wanted to. And I feel like it would still be bomb, but I really like the curl pattern I used. I think it's perfect. I think the length is perfect. I think it looks mermaid-like, but with the edgy touch. It's just super cute. If you have made it this far into the video though, make sure you subscribe. I'm almost to 100K. I gotta have a party. So make sure that y'all subscribe so you can see more videos like this because I stay with new hairstyles. I stay switching my hair up. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in that next video. Make sure you also follow me on all platforms. Love you, bye.